Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how to remove an old vanity in your bathroom and install a new one. I'm going to focus on dealing with the plumbing. Also, the more important thing that you may be looking for is how to figure out how and where to cut the holes for the plumbing, for the supply lines, for the waistline, to be able to make sure that the new one fits and you can get all the plumbing into the underside of the bathroom vanity. And in the one I'm going to install, I also have a situation where there's a drawer and the drawer is going to hit the P-trap, and how do we deal with that? So just stay with me and I'll take you through all of it. So this is the vanity that I'm going to remove, and I'm going to have to take that tile backsplash off also. And then once we open up beneath, you'll see you got to take out the shelf, remove the supply lines and the waistline out of here before I can pull this old vanity out. So the shelf is coming out, turning off the water. Make sure you do that. Always have a bucket or something beneath to help catch. In this first spot, you're going to see me dump the water that's in the P-trap into there. And then when you take the supply lines off, you're going to definitely get some leaking out. Now we're going to pull it wasn't screwed to the back, so now I'm pulling out the vanity. Didn't need to screw it. And you can see what we have behind there. You even have an outlet that we're using to plug in Mrs. Flannel Guy's hair dryer and just leave it in the drawer. Now you're gonna take some time to take off this, which I'm not going to bore you with. You don't need to see all that. That's kind of a side thing, having to remove all of that tile, and you're not going to see me spackle and paint the wall either, because that's a separate video on how to spackle and paint. Okay. So now we've got to measure for where these holes need to be in the back of the new vanity, and I sketched out where the holes need to be for the waist and the supply lines, and also for the outlet. And the outlet looks like it's on the wrong side, but remember, when I apply this template to the back of the new vanity, it's going to be on the opposite side. I'm measuring from the wall to the center, and then from the floor up to the center, marking those specific coordinates, so that way I can mark the same. You see here, I got all the inches marked out, so when we get to the back of the new one, we can put it in there. Now I'm in the new vanity. I'm removing the platform, okay, and that was inside. Now I'm taking my marks in the back of the vanity, marking where everything's going to be based on a template that I used, and I'm using this I think it's a 3-inch hole saw, cutting out the spots for that. I'm using my Dremel to cut out for where the outlet would be. Again, all based off of the exact measurements that I took inside of the room, and taking into account the side of the vanity. Okay. So now I marked the spot on the bottom where I need to drill out for the P-trap, right? Because the P-trap, as you can see, it's not going to fit here based on the location coming out of the wall. So I've got to cut a groove in the shelf inside of this new vanity, because it's easier to do that than it is to change the plumbing inside the wall. All right, so now the hole saw and the Dremel takes it out and gets it so that way we can fit the P-trap down in there. Remember, down below there's also going to be a shelf, right? So now I've got it. You can see on the side here I put a nailer on the side of the thing. That's for the little trim piece that's going to go in between the vanity and the wall. At least have a place to adhere it to. All right, now you can see everything just slides in perfectly. And again, you can screw this to the wall if you'd like, but you see I've got enough room for everything. You can insulate back there too. Now we've got the sink top, and we're going to be installing the faucets and also the spout. And these things call for plumber's putty underneath, which is what you see me rolling up in my hands. I'm going to install all 3 of these. You want to check the other side to make sure that they are facing the right direction. Just follow the instructions. Depending on the faucet that you install, the instructions are going to be different. That's why it's not critical that I get too in the weeds on how to install these, because your install for your faucet may be different. Now we've got the piece that comes out of the bottom of the sink, and again, plumber's putty there. I'm holding it there and screwing it in from the back. You can see the putty squirting out. Hand tightening it for the moment, and then I'll get back on there and put a wrench to get it a little bit tighter. Not too crazy, because then it'll misthread, and it's also plastic. We're putting in that little plunger that picks up the that piece that I'm holding in my hand right there, that stops the water from draining out, and that plunger attaches through that rod. Now it's installed there too. Okay, those are easy things for you to do. The hardest thing is to change it later. These are the supply lines that go from the faucet to the spout. Okay, and now I'm attaching the supply lines that go from the wall to the sink. Put your sink top down. It looks like it's crushing it, but it does pop down. Once I go a little farther, it pops out of there. Okay, slide it in, get into place, and we're gonna have to go back down underneath and hook up the supply lines, hot and cold. Make sure you've got the right one. And I'm doing a full PVC Schedule 40 PVC P-trap, which I prefer, and I've got a separate video that talks about those and how to install them. But I'm gluing up the pieces based on my measurements. All right, and so that's a beefy sink trap, which I prefer. You can knock it and it's not going to come out. Okay, so now I actually have a fern coat coming out of the wall, which a lot of people will criticize, and that's fine. But installing everything in here now, including the again, a heavy duty the top piece to that there that goes on the black pipe. When you tighten that thing down, that will absolutely be solid and won't just pop off like the cheaper ones do. You see me tightening the bottom of the P-trap there, and it's easy to take it off if you need to empty it out or to unclog. Now I'm tightening down the hose clamp on the Fernco and turning the water supply on. We're going to check it. I also have the little screen, the spray screen, off, and this is why, to get all the debris out so you don't clog that screen. Remember, if you're installing a new faucet of any kind, sink or anywhere, you want to, or a kitchen or bathroom, you want to take, you see it all the way to the left there, the black piece sitting there on the sink top. You want to flush it all out without that screen on there, otherwise you could clog the screen, and then you're going to wonder why it's not coming out the way it needs to. Once it's completely flushed, then you can reinstall that. Okay, now it's off camera there. I installed it in between the clips, and now you see it running out the way it's supposed to. Alright, so now we've got the drawer, right? You see the P-trap hanging down. The drawer is supposed to go in there, and the drawer will hit it. I'm also measuring for the side there, that filler piece that needs to go in the side. Alright, so I'm cutting down the filler piece based on that measurement on the table saw that I have at the end of my workbench in the garage. Something pretty handy, and I made my own fence there, as you can see. Let's go. Come on, faster. Alright, and I've measured it up. It fits perfectly. I'm going to use glue, and the glue tip wouldn't reach far enough, so now I'm applying it by hand. I'll apply it all the way down along the whole filler, the backer board that I installed, and now I'm just gluing. I'm not nailing. Don't need to, because I'm never going to touch that thing where it's hidden in there, and the glue's fine. Press it in, wipe the excess off of the glue, and you should be just fine. It will never come off. Okay, and you can see in there, it's a perfect finish to the edge of the wall. Alright, so now you can see this drawer going to go in. I'll try to get the camera in here so you can see where it's going to hit, and I'll be marking it with a pencil to where I need to cut out for that drawer to slide through and past the P-trap. A lot of people have vanities now with drawers, so you're going to need to know how to do this. The hole saw that I was using before is perfect. Cut out that little semicircle to make it more stable. I clamped another board underneath, and now you can see it slides in and out perfectly, and I can still use the drawer. Okay, and the last thing that I did off camera was in the corners. I put a spot in the corner of each corner of caulk, and that caulk will hold the countertop to the sink base, but only doing it in the corners allows you to be able to pop it off easily in the future. That was the total install. What I'm not going to show you is, what I'm dealing with the backsplash. We actually haven't decided, Mrs. Flannel Guy and I haven't decided whether we want to purchase the pieces that are made for that sink top that would go around, up about 3 or 4 inches, or whether we want to put tile back there or just leave it alone. We'll decide that in the future. But I hope this helped you. Please give me the like button if you thought it was at least interesting. It helps the algorithm. Thank you very much. Subscribe for more of these videos. I have a lot of plumbing related and first-time home buyer and general home buyer videos. So appreciate you watching, everyone, and we will see you next time.